In order, determine there is a quorum present. We have Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, and Commissioner Flores. We do have a quorum. Folks, if y'all will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Garcia, if you don't mind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Yes. Real quick, under some of the judge's comments, Marta Gonzalez, which was Judge Gonzalez, Joey Gonzalez.
What? I don't think it did it right.
Okay, can y'all shut somebody down? I'm getting feedback.
That's okay, no
And
problem.
I don't want y'all to talk about it.
C court.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness.
They say NFU.
They have their microphones on there.
Well, at least they weren't talking about it.
Not yet.
No, yeah, SANSUN.
I got better now. We can hear them better now.
I got better, right? She passed, so my condolences to the family. And it just seems like, Jesus Christ, people our age I mean, we used to be the young people, and now you look around and our family members and our, the people we went to school with. Mr. Torres, David Torres, also passed away. He was one of those individuals that, and I had a whole list, but, again, if we can just keep these individuals, that have passed, their families and friends in our prayers.
My brother passed away.
So sorry, so sad. Again, it's just, as you get older, everything just hits you harder because you're closer, your foot's closer to that grave type deal, but either way. Approving minutes, move. Motion, Commissioner Flores.
Second that, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Citizens' comments, I didn't have anybody that left me a paper, so we have none. 7, we do not have a treasury report, not necessary. Item A, discussing possible action on participating in reviewing and hiring a state and federal lobby and advocacy service with the city of Del Rio, San Felipe, and the school district. I had an email from Mr. Chavez from the city. Wanted to know if we would participate in reviewing applicants that they've gone out and asked for applications, and if we would be part of it. I told them I'd put it on the agenda to see if the court would give me permission to sit down with them and review the applications. Anything further than that, still has to come back before the court, either for us to agree to the individual that's been appointed for the company, and on dollars.
Yeah.
All this would just be able to sit with the city and evaluate those individuals that are there. Any other further action?
Approve, Judge.
On motion, Commissioner Vasquez, do I have a second, Commissioner Flores? Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on a courthouse preservation grant. State's got some grants out there for our courthouse. They've got different ones. One of them, the first grant would be, I guess, to go after would be to hire a firm in order to be able to do the work before we actually go out and apply for another grant. So that's what this grant would be for, would be to hire a firm, apply for a grant to hire a firm to see what our courthouse needs and for them to get the plans
I will
started.
make a motion to approve, Judge, item number 9.
I'll second that for discussion.
And motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. Yes, sir.
Judge, I got a question. Is this not something that our grant writer can help us with?
He is.
Oh, he is,
He is.
okay.
But we've got to apply for the grant.
Okay,
So he is helping us in applying for the grant.
okay.
All those in favor? Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 10, discussion possible action on 2026 Colonia Fund.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Second.
This is the $1 million one or $500,000 one?
The million. It's the $1 million one. It's the projects that we've already set forward.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 11, discussion possible action to apply to the Texas Comptroller's Office for the Rural Ambulance Service Grant Program, House Bill
Motion to approve,
3000.
Judge, as presented.
Second,
Motion.
the one that we have expired or?
Well, this one here, what we're doing is applying for a grant for an ambulance that at the end of the day, if we get the grant and we're able to successfully get awarded, then it'll come back to the court to see if this ambulance, we could present it to Valverde Regional Medical. It would be something that the hospital would use. 350. Yeah. Okay. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on approving fourth quarter, October, November, and December report to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department of Valverde County, Target Range Construction Grant. Basically, we're just having to give them a detail of what we've been
Motion to
doing.
approve, Judge, as presented.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 13, discussion possible action on list or original address to receive first-time water service benefit with the Vega Verde Waterline Project. And this is through a grant that we've already applied for. We've already received it.
Motion
And-
to approve, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores. Second,
Second, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 14, discussion possible action on changing out of light poles on SC Ranch. I had a Chuck Rogers from AEP contacted my office 2 weeks ago, and he will give us a better idea about actually when they'll be on the SC Ranch. They already have an easement going through there for all the poles that they will be replacing. It's nothing
Motion to
different.
approve, Judge.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on emergency equipment for elections from available appropriations. Before we get into this too, we were talking about 5 different polling places. We were talking about some AEDs, and we were also talking about the bags for the tourniquet kits. And Sheriff, also the Sheriff. Hello.
The Narcon test.
Yeah, that was it. What'd you call it?
Narcon.
Narcon. Did we get a dollar amount, Melissa, on the AEDs and on the
The
Turn-
AEDs, yes, so it's gonna run around $11,000
4
for 5.
or 5? And then the tourniquet kits?
I wasn't too sure which ones you actually wanted or what we were looking at.
I think we're still, looking at 2 different options at the office.
Okay. So, 11,000 for AEDs. The Narcon or whatever, what was it? What was that?
And,
Yeah, what was that gonna cost?
couple $100 on that.
Okay, each one?
No, for the, for the 5,
Okay.
for the 5 locations.
So put on 11,300. The other kit's probably 500-600 for that first aid kit. Okay. Let's do the math real quick. 11,000, 5, 25, 14,000. Matt, leave about $14,000. Just take it out of contingency. Okay. $14,000, and this is for equipment when we go to have our elections to make sure that we're covered.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, for $14,000 out of contingency.
That'll work. Second. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Discussion possible action providing cell phones for 2 individuals for the election.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Okay.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 17, discussion possible action.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Let me get to the dollar amount real quick.
Okay.
Discussion possible action on setting aside funds for car seats and smoke detectors from available appropriations. Not applications, but appropriations. Y'all will be able to hand out children's safety seats. And we talked about this last year and the year before, but there was a group that had already done it. So it wasn't necessary, but this year, just with everything that it looks like we keep going through, this would give y'all an opportunity for y'all to hand out about 30 child safety seats per precinct. And then 30 we would leave here. That way, as they're needed. The other night when we had a couple of incidences, the kids that needed to go somewhere, everybody was out hunting child safety seats in order to get them moved and get them to homes. This would facilitate that. This would also give y'all an opportunity to buy 30 smoke detectors that are also carbon monoxide for these homes that these kids or elderly that you think they need. So it would be about 30 seats, 30 smoke detectors per precinct, and the total amount would be about $27,500. It would come out of the Family Protection Fund. You okay with that motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that'd give us 30 times 5, not 30. Usually it's 30 times 4, which are the commissioners, but I'm going to take ours and store them here. That way, as they're needed, we don't have to be hunting and out looking for child safety seats for individuals. And it'll be up to y'all how y'all are going to hand them out. All we'll need is just a list. Keep a list.
May I make a suggestion, Judge?
Of course.
Because the ladies that came last year to make their presentation from Health and Human Services had indicated that they would be available to help teach the people how to install them so that they're used properly.
Right.
I would recommend that each precinct, when they're coordinating their times, to coordinate time with them so that they can help in the distribution to make sure that they're being installed properly.
I was gonna bring that up, for your attention, Judge. Also, on the smoke detectors, do we give them out to the residents, or do we get somebody to install the smoke detectors?
We had, last time Red Cross partnered with the county, they actually had individuals that had volunteered to go out and install them. And they are battery, not hardwired, but they are battery, and according to the information that we were looking at, they last about 10 years. Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Did I get a second? Second, Commissioner Vasquez. And as soon as we'll get prices and go through the appropriation process with Melissa and our auditor, and then we'll get those purchased. All right. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Discussion possible action to authorize County Commissioner Mr. Wardlaw to negotiate with landowners on the proposed connection of Rancho del Rio Road and Bug Trail Road, including the water line. Any motion?
Motion to approve, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. We've talked about this in the past already. One of the things that the city had wanted was, where we already have water lines installed out there, was to connect them. That way we don't have them out there to help with the water pressure. So this is part of that process. Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Item 19, discussion possible action regarding authorization for precinct to install safe Pace 650 solar radar speed sign on Pack Saddle Circle and Quail Run.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge. This item, Judge, is just designed for, keep people in check, just lower the speed limit a little bit, follow the posted speed limit.
Commissioner Vasquez, is there a cost to this?
No, and I didn't put the cost on it. It was bought 2 years ago with ARPA money, so it's already been bought. We've got it there in our precinct 2 yard.
I'll second that, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action to approve the installation and maintenance of solar LED lighting in Quail Run subdivision for the purpose of illuminating community mailbox areas, specifically at the following locations: entrance to Chisholm Trail, entrance to Quail Run.
Motion to approve, Judge, and of course, these poles, Judge, are meant to hopefully deter. We've had some issues on theft on the mailboxes, so hopefully it'll be a preventative measure to, from ever happening again.
And again, we were talking about this, and we've talked about it in the last meeting, a couple meetings back. If y'all need
I'll
funds
get a
or
list.
something, I think we all have mailboxes. Not, sometimes the lights are across the street from the mailboxes, but if there's another cost and y'all need help with that, please bring it to the court. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second? Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 21, discussion possible action to approve Alberta County entering into an agreement with AEP for the
Motion to
installation of.
approve, Judge, is presented.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible action to authorize county court at law to apply for, and this one says and receive, so we're already receiving, we can go ahead, I'm gonna look at both of y'all. The conversation we had yesterday was that he wanted to apply for it, and then the receiving would have to come back to the court,
It would. The award would be one process and
Okay.
actually receiving.
just to be specific.
It'd have to come before the court, Judge?
Yeah, basically what we've done in the past is that we apply for a grant. If the grant application is put in, if everything works out, we'll give y'all an opportunity in just a minute. If everything works out, then they bring it back to the court in order for us to, receive the grant. Did y'all want to speak or you just want us to take a vote?
Just take a vote, but I just. The court is going to speak for the judge. so-
Okay,
Yes, on behalf of Judge Gonzalez, I would like to thank the court for reviewing today's item and to respectfully request authorization for the possible action to apply for and receive the state grant monies for the
I'll make a
fiscal year.
motion to approve, Judge, is presented.
Second.
to apply for.
Apply.
Well, it's a process, it'll be a step two, okay?
Thank
Thank
you.
you. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 23, discussion possible action to authorize the Alberta County Court at Law to apply.
Approve, Judge, item number 23.
Okay. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor?
To
To
approve
apply.
the application.
Thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Item 24, discussion possible.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I will second that, Judge.
Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on quarterly reports.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I will second that.
And motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. You want to say just a couple of words, Ron, just to tell us how good you're doing?
Sure. Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. I guess on the quarterly reports, that's a normal quarterly report, it's done every quarter of the year. But happy to report on it. The first contract, the newest one, we bid out 4 manufactured housing units. We've already installed 3 of those 4, and very happy with the progress on those. On the older contract, we've exceeded expectations. We were required to do, I believe, 5 or 6 housing reconstructions and 5 or 6 rehabs. We're exceeding that by 1 or 2 each on each of those counts in the contract. So we're able to get a little bit more bang for the buck than the state required.
So usually when we exceed, sometimes towards the end, because other people have not throwing rocks, but they haven't, then they usually get a little bit more money, right?
That's
Not
the
yet.
hope.
Yeah.
That's the hope. Yeah, the normal cycle is for the county just to have 1 contract every 4 years. We get near the end of it, we apply for another one so that there's no drop in service. But we've been fortunate the past several years to be able to have this interim bonus contract. That's why we currently have 2. A few months ago, we had 3. We're just finishing off that really old one. But the hope is that we'll be able to apply again very soon. I intend to come back next month or very soon to ask y'all's thoughts on which colonies you'd like to be in the next contract.
Okay. I appreciate it. Solid waste, Rob, if you could get them a dollar amount to each one of the commissioners on the solid waste, just to see what they had in the old one, if it's real money, and what they have in the new one
Absolutely.
for disposal.
And just one item you mentioned before was smoke alarms, just to throw out there, I have got it cleared through the state that we can also purchase smoke alarms in self-considered contracts, but the state wants it restricted to just the 5 colonies in the contract as opposed to a precinct or county.
And that would be fine too, because it will help us.
If it helps in any way.
Yeah, it'll help. She'll get back with us, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discussion possible action on Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez requesting ratification of the mutual aid agreement for complex emergency response. Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second? Commissioner?
I'll second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. See, I'm running for office, so I didn't want to make either one of them.
Sound like that. Sound like that.
Item 27, request.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second.
Second, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Amazing job, Sheriff. Item 28, discussion possible action on asbestos abatement proposal from Argus Environmental Consultants LLC to provide asbestos abatement for Building 11, 402 Argarita Street, Del Rio, Texas.
What are we doing there?
On this one, it will be classified as an emergency abatement because the building is not structurally sound.
What building is
It
it?
is a building there at Tony Cross Center.
Okay.
Through monies that the court had set aside, everybody had received about $2.5 million every precinct since 2019 through 2023. Commissioner Vasquez had been using some of those funds in order to abate the asbestos that was in these buildings, but we're running short on money. And we had a conversation last week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Had a conversation last week. This building is deteriorating daily. And if we could split the cost of the $34,600 with monies out of precinct 2 and out of the general fund, whatever half of the $34,600 is, if we could split that cost, $17,300. And at some point, we will have to just throw this out there, plant a seed. At some point, we will have to go back, and there's another building on Broadnet, if I'm not mistaken, that the school had also given it to us. We'll have to address that one soon. But at this point, this item on here is to split the cost of $34,600, half of it through precinct 2 and the other half from available appropriations. They're pretty simple. Yeah, that's you. We had set aside, when looking at our dollars, we had set aside, and we did not need, and we'll bring it back, some money, which is about $54,000 to help for South Texas Food Bank, because we were going to feed the people that were furloughed within the next week. They had a job, so that money will go back in. But I'll bring that back to the court. So right now, what we're asking for is to split this $34,600 for asbestos abatement, not for the labor to haul it off and tear it down, but actually the labor abatement on this building.
That's good.
I need a motion if somebody wants to make a motion to split it out of
I'll
contingency.
make a motion, Judge, to split it, between my certificate of obligation and the general fund.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Garcia. Usually I would say that he needs to spend his money and wouldn't vote against this one, or I'd vote against it, but we've already spent a ton of money out of precinct 2 in this, abating the other, buildings. Okay. So I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 29, discussion possible action on approval of preliminary plat, Rocker Unit 1 subdivision.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge. Item number 29, and Mr. Carlos, everything's good to go?
Correct, sir. This application's been posted on the county website for 30 days already since the first time we presented it. And we received no comments in favor and against. So at this moment, we're just approving preliminary. That way they can start construction, but they still need to bring bonds and certificates, letter of credit, if they're planning on selling the properties. And then after they're completed with the subdivision, we need to accept it and then bring it back for final application.
And the bond and all that, if that would go into place, or the irrevocable letter of credit,
Correct.
if they wanted to start selling lots
Correct.
before they did the construction. But they won't need a bond or letter of credit if they're going to build it out and then get the final and then begin to sell.
Correct.
Just for the record.
And the intention of this commissioner and judge is eventually they're going to turn into a county road, that new road.
But all that will still have to come back at the final plat
Correct.
to be approved, right? So I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Oh, I appreciate that. I have a second, Commissioner Garcia. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 30, discussion possible action on approval of health.
Motion to approve, Judge. This does comply with our model subdivision rules, right?
Correct. This one is exempt from the model subdivision
Oh, it's
rules because of the size of the
The
properties.
acreage?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm laughing a little bit because,
Yeah.
Mr. Hudalo just came in.
Oh.
A little late, but it's all right. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Do I have a second?
Second, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I said I was laughing because Mr. Hudalo just came in, so he's a little late. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. We approved, applying for the grant for the ambulance already. So just so you'll know.
Yes.
All right. And let me just, real quick. Let me go back to the item, that way we can actually talk and my county attorney's not making faces at me. Point of order, is on here somewhere. There's a rule something. Okay, item 11, go back to item 11. Do it all, 5-0 vote to apply for the ambulance, from the state. If we receive it, then we'll figure out a way how to get it to you. It's a $350,000 award up to, is that correct, Carl? $350,000? Okay. So if you need anything else from us, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump off real quick. Before I get the phone calls that why are we helping the hospital with an ambulance and we're not helping the city with the water and the sewer? This is a specific grant that the state has put up. That's the reason that we're able to do it. Okay. It isn't that we're trying not to help the city, not to help the county, helping y'all. This is a specific grant. So maybe that'll clarify yes, sir.
The bills on those things, are you familiar with the price of the bills?
Correct, yes, sir.
Okay. Is $350 going to do it?
Yes, sir. So it's actually really close to that amount. So we were blessed to be able to replace 3 of them last year. We have a fleet of 7, and they had been run ragged through COVID. So last year, I think 24 we got 1, 25 we replaced 2. So we still have another 4 that we change out daily for maintenance. And the most recent pricing, and I have all that, and I can forward that to whoever needs that information.
Well, I've seen those bills approach $500,000, so I didn't know if that was.
No, I think the ones that we purchased were roughly around $325,000. And we have some updated pricing that we received from Fraser.
That'll help.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
We're good?
Whoever I need to send that to, Judge, just let me know. And again, we appreciate the
Well, send
support.
it to us, or send it to me, and then we'll get it out. We'll get it to Carl, and then we'll go through that process.
Perfect.
That work?
Thank you very much.
No, thank y'all. And thank you, a lot of good, comments. Looks like you've turned it around. Not gonna throw rocks, but looks like you've turned it around and we're headed down the right direction.
Absolutely. We're doing our best, sir.
And you've got I know, you gotta keep talking. Money, I think we're gonna go out for money or look for money for, cancer.
Yes, sir.
Right? Awesome.
Yes, sir. We're trying to partner with a hospital in San Antonio or San Angelo. He wants to partner with us to be able to provide some infusion here locally. Not necessarily a full oncology program, but this is a great starting point to be able to deliver some type of chemotherapy here locally. It's a journey. It's going to be a process, but we're moving in the right direction.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you.
it.
Good day.
Okay, we're on item 31, discussion possible action to ratify an electricity service agreement signed by County Judge Berger Services. On the motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion and possible action to approve. Okay. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 33, discussion possible action for approval to declare the following items surplus. On motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. That's amazing. Good job.
That's great.
Item 34, before we make a motion, if y'all let me finish. Discussion possible action to hire a temporary clerk for precinct 2 from January 12th through March 31st. of this year. This is due to the current office manager is out on FMLA. Salary will be paid out of precinct 2 operating budget once FMLA leave is exhausted. Salary for temporary clerk will be from personnel salaries, and when you say personnel salaries, it's the salary from the individual that was leaving that position.
Yes, sir.
She's on FMLA.
Correct.
The rate of pay would be $17.81 an hour.
Correct.
Again, that would come out of precinct 2 operating up until the time that the other person's FMLA runs out, and then we have the savings from salaries.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 35, discussion possible action. Discussion and approval. So we did something on that one different. We ain't gonna say no, we're gonna approve it. Discussion and approval to have county judge sign 2026 cafeteria
Motion
plan.
to approve, Judge.
Second. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlow. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. On 36, if we could table until after executive
Make a
session.
motion to table, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Did you second?
No, second.
Commissioner Flores, all those in flavor? 5-0. Item 37. You're good. Juanita. It's okay. You know, no faces. It's okay. You're okay. Yeah. Item 37, approving bills for payment. Second motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 38, discussion. Okay. Motion on item 38 by Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 39, discussion possible action. And there is none. I didn't see none. On item 39, no action needed. Item 40, discussion possible action.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. As always, Matt, amazing job. Thank you so much.
As always. Thank you, Judge and member of the court.
Item 41, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071 parentheses 2, 551.071 parentheses 1 parentheses A, contemplating C 551.072 regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property in open session thereafter. D 551.073 regarding a negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property, possible action in open session thereafter. E 551.076 regarding security devices, security audits, and security personnel. If y'all will give us the room, we'll take a little break, go to the restroom, and then come back in here for executive session. Thank you. We'll wait for the light to come on. There it is. Commissioners Court back in session. We had tabled one item, which was item 36, discussion possible action on HR. Report from period December 18th.
Motion to approve, President Judge.
Have a motion. Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez, and there is, let me find it. Joe Frank Martinez, Sheriff, in requesting to stop issuance of checks to Roy Barrera bailiff effective January 16th, 2026. Mr. Barrera has retired. He has, how many years? 40? Over 40 years with us, is that correct?
Something like that, yes, Judge.
So, to Mr. Barrera, thank you so much for your service on behalf of the county and sheriff's department. Pretty amazing, right?
Yep.
He left and then came back and he's leaving this time. He said
So
for good.
he's got Judge like 48 hours because he's been known at the last minute to change his mind.
But if he leaves, congratulations and thank you so much for your service, right? But if he wants to stay, we'll take him back.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 42, Commissioner's comments. No? Item 43, County Judge's comments. We will put some information out. I think we're having Martin Luther King Walk on Monday. Don't really know what time, but we will put it out between now and then. And my understanding and visiting with Peter Ojeda was it was going to start at Stark Park and then end up here at the courthouse.
And they're gonna offer rides, so people will have to walk back to Stark Park.
Okay. Well, you know more than I do. Okay. But we will send out, they were supposed to send out an invitation. It was the last email that I got as soon as they figured out for sure if it was from Star Park to, county courthouse. Okay. One other thing under county, judges' comments, there were some comments the other day that we need to do more for health, mental health. The county is represented, by myself as county judge on, Hill Country, MHDD. There is a letter that I just gave you, Karen, and hopefully they'll come down and do a presentation. I've asked them to come down and do a presentation. There is the building that is being, when you see the construction of a unit right before, in Uvalde, right before you get to the Fairplex, that is a mental health facility that the board of Hill Country, that again, the county is represented by myself there. Even before the tragedy in Uvalde, that building was being planned, and there was plans being built. It'd be 16 adults and 16 juveniles. So it's about what it says here is 32 total beds. The campus will be approximately 50,000 square feet in size. And it would not have been possible without our governor and the state legislature in providing funds with which to build, and then the funds to manage it. One of the things, and I'll quit right now, but I'd asked for details of the plan and stuff that I could put out. But it says that MHDD plans to hire approximately 100 employees to operate the facility. Okay. So again, the county is involved in a facility, a mental health facility. It is being built in Uvalde. And when you get people that, why in Uvalde, why not Del Rio and Valverde County? It just made all the sense in the world. For one, before the tragedy in Uvalde was that it's centrally located. It just is between here and Kerrville. Hill Country is in Kerrville. Their main office is in Kerrville. So when you take everybody that's part of this, Uvalde was pretty much the center hub of all this. But there is a facility, and the county is part of that and is represented by the county judge. And that's one of the groups that I enjoy attending. The individuals that are there are just super, super sharp and run by very, very, very qualified individuals. But I figured I'd put that out. That's all I have. Are y'all okay? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn on item 44. Second, I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries.